Super Space Camp and Once You're Pairing. Yeah, those are some good games we'll play with your help on the live chat. All right, so let's see. I think that covers everything. We're in the rundown here. No guest introduced, so oh my god, we can go kind of right into it.
What? No, you asked
Oh, yes, thank you. I had it up and now I almost forgot. Well, first off, thank you, Pierre. He says a perfect poll question. I'm glad I finally nailed it. I finally nailed the perfect poll question.
Oh, there you go.
This has to do with our first question of the night, which we'll get to momentarily. But what's your favorite Kevin Costner movie? I can only put 4 choices. As I was looking through his IMDb, I kind of forgot how many amazing films he's been in. So the choices, though, that I put on were Waterworld, Field of Dreams, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and The Untouchables. Right now, Waterworld and Robin Hood are tied, 50% each. No love for Field of Dreams or Untouchables. But we just started. It's early, so lots of time to vote. You get to vote till the end of the show. My personal choice would be Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It's actually one of my top 5 movies of all time. I love that film so much. Do you really love Waterworld, don't you?
I mean, I don't love it, but I like.
Or is it the Waterworld show at Universal you really enjoy? Which is it that instead?
I mean, I saw it recently. I don't know if I would say I'd love the Waterworld show, but Waterworld as a movie, I like. Yeah, I don't hate it like other people.
The show is
it.
still around, right? At Universal.
Oh, I love that the show is still around.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, it's great.
Yeah, I saw it once. It's fun. Okay, but you enjoy Waterworld. So which would be your choice of these 4 then?
Man of Steel. But it's not on there. So
wait, is that actually your favorite film of his, Man of Steel, that he's been in?
I don't know. You know what? I haven't seen a lot of Kevin Costner movies.
Have you seen Untouchables? Is an amazing movie.
I've never seen Untouchables.
You gotta see it just for Connery's accent.
I know, because he's Irish in that one. He's an Irish guy in that one, which is why it's so funny.
Hello, listeners mate. Thanks for watching.
Hey, listeners mate. How's it going?
I actually haven't seen Field of Dreams, amazingly enough.
I've seen Field of Dreams. It has Darth Vader in it. James Jones.
That's if you build it, they will come. Is that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has like a bunch of random actors in there as baseball players.
Have you seen? I really like Tin Cup. Have you seen Tin Cup? The golf.
It's the golf one. I have not seen Tin Cup.
That's a good one.
But
has Waterworld on DVD and Blu-ray, so he likes it.
Yeah. Again, I understand why Waterworld gets the hate, but I don't think it's that bad.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible.
No. And he's got gills on his neck.
I think a big part of it was at the time it was like the first 200 million movie, right? Or it was expensive, so there was all this hype about it.
Well, they're eating dirt. It's kind of gross.
They were eating dirt, were they?
Well, they don't eat dirt because dirt is rare, but to make sure it's real dirt, they put it in their mouth and they eat it. What's his face?
Is that Dennis Hopper? Who's the
Dennis
villain?
Hopper? Yeah, he eats dirt. He's like, it's dirt, because he had a jar of it. Kevin Costner had a jar of it.
Waterworld just took the lead, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It gets so much hate, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wins this poll, actually.
Because it's culty now. It's got a cult following now.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I know you love Robin Hood, but I think.
I'm not saying everybody loves Robin Hood, but there's plenty of people who enjoy that movie. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? You're saying most people don't like it? Is that what you're about to say?
I don't know. Well, of the Robin Hoods, I think that's probably
the best. You're right.
The best is still, I think people will still say the best is the Disney one. No, the
Disney one. Oh, yeah. But he's not. I have to choose the one he's in.
Right. Yeah.
The Disney one's great, but this one's always gonna be my favorite. I think I love Robin Hood Legend since I was a kid, and I think they nailed it.
Yeah, no,
it's a great adventure. It's fun. it's fun. It has some humor in it.
I've seen it.
I don't care about his accent. I don't care.
Alan Rickman's in it. Morgan Freeman's in it.
Tammy said Freeman. That she loves it just because Alan Rickman's obviously amazing as a sheriff. Morgan Freeman's great in this movie. I think that's a cool different take on the Robin Hood legend. I think with the Crusades and stuff.
Yeah.
And Freeman. I think that works though. So I like that they stay true and they did some new stuff. And I don't care. I'm always gonna love it.
And who's this wasn't the one where Connery's the king.
Yes. Connery comes at the very end when Marion and Robin are about to be married. they're like, "Do anybody object?" And he's like, "I do." That's terrible Connery. Like, "Yes,
well,
I object, unless I can give
doesn't
away." And then he says,
Oh.
"Cousin, you look ravishing."
And then in Men in Tights, it's
That's
Patrick
why they
Stewart.
picked Patrick Stewart for that to make
Oh,
fun
for
of Connery.
that's true, for the accent,
make fun of the
voice.
Connery thing.
And he gets to make out with the lady.
Wait, Patrick Stewart makes out with Marion in Men in Tights?
Yeah, before she marries Robin Hood, he says something about like, and as king, I will, do my duty as to do this, and he like leans her over and kisses her, and then gives her to Robin Hood to marry.
Oh. Well, at least he's not like Longshanks and Braveheart and doing the first night prima nocte thing.
Oh,
where they get to. That's one of my favorite movies. Also, Braveheart.
Oh yeah,
because that dude, I forget his name, but the guy who played Longshanks was so good in that. Have you seen it? That movie?
Braveheart, yeah. I mean, I saw it like around the time it was out on VHS, but I haven't.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters originally, but then I've seen a bunch more. Which is like the problem with Scotland is all the Scots. That's like one of my favorite lines. Yes, it's great.
I'm a fan.
It's a great movie.
Braveheart rocks. Yes,
yeah, Matt, you know it.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It's like, I think that's right after Star Wars, man. That's like number 2 for me, Braveheart.
Oh,
all right,
really?
here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that amazing. Every time I see Field of Dreams, I think of the baseball scenes on DS9. It makes me think that Cisco's going to come out from the cornfield to play. There you go. Great episode.
You haven't seen that episode yet.
Oh, it hasn't worked into the Pluto.
It hasn't made it into the rotation. No, it hasn't made it to the rotation.
You gotta go to season 7.
The one that made into rotation, because I kind of stepped out for a second and then came back into DS9, because now DS9 has its own channel. It's no longer sharing a channel with
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It doesn't share it as its own on Pluto?
Yeah, on Pluto. Voyager and DS9 have their own channels now.
Good for Pluto. Good job.
So the episode I saw just recently was the Section 31 episode with Julian.
The first one, because there's been multiples.
The first one where he gets accused of being a Dominion spy.
Oh, so yeah, when he first discovers about Section 31.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good episode. Sloan.
Yeah, it's great. He
Patrick
never
McGowan.
broke.
Thank you. Played Longshanks in Braveheart. Thank you, Matt.
Who's McGowan?
McGowan. All right. Let's get to our first geeky question here.
All right. Sorry, I had to look up who McGowan was. Okay.
What's a McGowan?
What's McGowan doing? All right. Horizon Zero Dawn, an American Saga.
You get out of here. I knew you had to ruin the question.
Horizon.
I love Aloy in the Western.
I mean, it's kind of a Western, sort of.
Yeah, it is actually.
Kind of, yeah.
All right.
But Horizon American Saga, which I've never heard of before, so you have to tell me about it, comes out next week. We want to know, what is your favorite Western?
All right, you can put that in the chat, folks, or in the comment section if you're watching in post. Silverado. Michael's already got a Western out there for Silverado. Very good.
I just recently, in the last 5 years, saw Silverado. I'm like, oh, wow, this is... I see why people like Westerns.
What? Who's in it? Anybody like Wayne or anybody? Or
you know what? Who was in it? I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I think it was I don't remember. I'll look it up real quick.
People in the chat will tell us.
Yeah.
Magnificent Seven, Matt says, the original for Western.
Not based on the truck. Oh, Kevin Costner's in it.
In Silverado?
In Silverado, and Kevin Kline.
Oh, so it's not that old?
Silverado's only like what? 85. 85 is Silverado. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I'm actually very surprised.
Sorry, go on.
Because you always know about every movie. So wow, I actually know about something. That's good. Horizon American Saga is Kevin Costner's epic 4-part Western movie series.
In theaters?
Yes, two parts are coming out this year. One is coming out next week, and the second part's coming out in August. And he wants to do 2 more. I saw him on Fallon like last night or the night before, so I know some of this information. Although he got this idea in '88, so he's been wanting to do this for decades. And I think he wound up just putting up most of his own money to get it made.
He's got that Postman money. He's fine.
Postman didn't do well, right?
No, it didn't. Okay. Well, none of his movies sadly do that well.
No, some of them have. I mean, Robin Hood did actually quite well.
Robin Hood did okay. Field of Dreams did pretty well. But I'm like, for the most part, though, with the number of movies he's done.
Tammy said, by the way, she was just talking to her family about The Postman.
Dances with Wolves.
Mom was Dancing with Wolves. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's like this epic. It takes place like over, I don't know, a dozen years or so pre-Civil War and just post-Civil War. But people moving out west. I saw a clip. He showed a clip on Fallon. It looked really good, man. I just realized the other day I had not gone to the theaters in like a year because Barbie was the last movie I saw. So I'm gonna go though. I'm going to see this movie in theaters.
Oh, good. Yeah, you should.
Because this feels like the kind of movie you need to see in theaters.
Yeah,
like the sprawling Western epic. Anyway, it looks cool, man. I recommend checking it out when it comes out. I just like that he's also making it this epic multi-part thing too.
Well, and I mean, when was the last Western? I think it was the Magnificent Seven remake. I think it was the last big one. No.
Hateful Eight? Was Hateful Eight after that?
Hateful Eight was after that, but there was there's a cowboy movie out right now. There's a Western out right now. What's it called? I don't know, but there's a Western out that's I'll have to look it up, but I know there's a Western out at the moment that nobody's watching. that nobody's watching.
Well, hopefully they'll watch Horizon. Unforgiven is up there, Matt says, for Westerns. Clint Eastwood, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Danny Glover in Silverado, Scott Glenn, the astronaut, or a different Scott Glenn. Maybe that was some other Glenn I'm thinking about. John Glenn, that's the astronaut, sorry. Listeners Mate says, my two favorite Westerns are McClintock with John Wayne and Blazing Saddles with Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder. Both are comedies, but would be Westerns as well.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. So, what's yours?
Yeah, what was yours?
I haven't said it yet. Yours first.
Back to the Future 3.
Oh, right. Yes, that makes sense. Totally qualifies.
Yeah, it's a Western. It's totally a Western.
It's
in the Western times. It's,
wait, Matt, I think you may be changing my answer. I love Tombstone so much.
Still haven't seen that either.
Whenever it comes out, it was on the other day. I watched it again.
Just want pizza every time.
Val Kilmer as what pizza?
Yeah, because there's the frozen pizza, Tombstone frozen pizza.
Oh, right. That's what they eat in it, actually, for product placement.
It's product placement in the middle of a Western.
Doc Holliday's like, you ate my Tombstone pizza. Val Kilmer has one of the best performances ever as Doc Holliday, though.
So so I've heard. Yeah,
like it is worth it just for that. But it's a really good movie. High Noon, Pierre says. But you know what? Since you mentioned Tombstone, I do love that. I still think I'm going to go with The Quick and the Dead. I love The Quick and the Dead.
Oh.
The Sam Raimi Western with a young DiCaprio, Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman as the villain. It's really good. Oh, Russell Crowe's in it before he became really famous.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Great cast. Great cast.
Before he was Bullseye in Daredevil.
God, I forgot that. I think it was. I'm not sure. Quick and the Dead is 95, I think. So yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, it has to be before. Yeah, because I think that's at least 96, 97. Okay, so Viggo Mortensen is in a Western right now called The Dead Don't Hurt. Oh,
right now. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So that's the one that's out right now. That was the one I was thinking of. I'm like, oh, there's a Western out right now. That's like getting some buzz. So,
yes, we are talking favorite Westerns. If anybody just joined us because of the Horizon film coming out next week.
Zero Dawn.
Not Zero Dawn. Not the video game. All right, here. Oh, a bunch of other. Look, all these actors that were in Brian Dennehy, Jeff Goldblum, Linda Hunt.
Jeff Goldblum in a Western. Wow.
Nice. So yeah, Quick and the Dead's for me. Back to the Future 3 for you. Very good. That's a excellent choice.
Even though I'm surprised no one said I'm surprised no one said like 310 to Yuma was one that like was fairly recent that got a lot of buzz.
What's his nuts?
With Russell Crowe.
Nolan Batman guy. Who's
and I was gonna say Christopher Nolan, but that's not it. Christian Bale
and Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, yeah. Blazing Saddles, no one said, which is
Listeners May said that actually.
Oh, okay.
Right here. You got it. You got
Blazing Saddles. No one said Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
Well, I don't know if I'm surprised about that.
Best theme song ever for a Western.
Wiki wild.
I love that song. It's on my playlist.
Listener's Mate says, did you know that DeForest Kelley, who was Bones McCoy in the original series of Star Trek, was in Westerns? He was in The Lone Ranger, Gunsmoke, and Rawhide. Oh, I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot of the TOS. Oh, good. We're going Star Trek early. Sort of. I guess I already mentioned DS9. But anyway, that they all had like other lives, right? You know, uh, McCoy, Westerns, Kirk saw monsters on airplane wings. Spock sang about hobbits. You know, it's great.
Wait, when did Spock sing about hobbits?
He sang a song about Bilbo Baggins.
Or what?
It was a hit song on the radio called Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, this was not for like a Lord of the Rings the animated series or anything. He just did it.
He did a song called Bilbo Baggins, yeah, and he has like women in bikinis dancing in the background to his little music video about Bilbo Baggins.
It was all about Bilbo Baggins, and he sang it.
He sang it. Well, he sings it. He doesn't really sing. He talks.
This is before Star Trek.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
This is crazy. Oh my god! All right,
you need to look it up. Just look it up. I mean, like, you don't forget it, because it's Bilbo Baggins, the ballad. Oh, it's the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. Excuse me, 1968. So post Star Trek.
While Star Trek was going.
Oh, while Star Trek was. Yep.
Wow. All right.
Oh no, they weren't bikinis. They're just in colorful clothing, but they're dancing to.
You got me excited.
Sorry.
Is it set? It's not set like in a Hobbit-esque world, Hobbiton?
No, he's sitting like on a rock, and the girls are in like colorful sweaters, just dancing around with
weird.
with elven ears. Not even like Hobbit feet. They have elven ears, and they're just dancing.
Well, that
around.
makes probably like they're sexier that way.
I guess so.
Hobbit feet are sexy. Leonard Nimoy sings the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins in '68. That's what it says. There you go. You got it.
He has a
Lusto's
whole album.
Rhapsody is another Western comedy in '85 with Tom Berenger. Michael says.
Oh,
I haven't heard of that one. Trying to think. I mean, there's so many. Obviously,
there are.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is actually one I did not enjoy. I fell asleep during that one.
Yeah, the original Magnificent Seven I saw with the King and I guy. What's his name? Yul Brynner. Yul Brynner in it.
Is that the one based off Seven Samurai?
Yes, that's the one based off Seven Samurai, which I've also seen, which is still the superior movie. If you ever watch Seven Samurai, it's a great movie.
The Wild Bunch. All right, there's another one. We got lots of Westerns coming in here.
Wild Bunch. I've never heard of Wild Bunch.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. But I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen a lot of Westerns actually. It wasn't really my thing, but I'm actually, like I said, I'm excited for Horizon though.
Well, I was going to ask, what makes this one so exciting, having not watched a lot of Westerns?
I don't know. Maybe just because I haven't seen one in a long time, like you said. There hasn't been a lot of them. I do really like Kevin Costner a lot. I don't know. I guess, I'm not sure. Maybe because I haven't seen him in a while, just because I like the idea that he's trying to do this big epic movie Western thing.
But that's all he does. Postman was supposed to be an epic, and like...
No, but this is the first time he's done this like art, like 4 films is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, good luck. I mean, hopefully this one makes...
I only knew about the 2 that were coming out. But hopefully they do well enough where he can get the other 2 made.
I don't know. Westerns are tough because it's a genre of movie that not a lot of people still watch, right? Like, it's not something you have to give it like a little pizzazz. That's why Back to the Future 3 kind of works, is because there's that time travel aspect to it that gives that little sci-fi kick.
Well, I'm sure Kevin Costner worked some time travel into this one.
Well, yeah, you're right. No, but I'm just saying, like, but there's something.
I get it.
There's just something about these other movies where I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, Tombstone's popular, but how many people have seen Tombstone? Like,
I actually think that did pretty well when it came. I would have to look. I'm not sure, but I mean, like, a lot of people, when I talk about Tombstone, they're like, oh yeah, I really like Tombstone. I don't know how well it actually did, but also actually it came out, I think, the same year or year later that Kevin Costner did Wyatt Earp, the movie Wyatt Earp.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Although I don't know if I've seen that all the way through, but I didn't like that anywhere near as much as Tombstone.
But Westerns are, I think the other thing about Westerns are they're kind of like, unless it's modern, they're kind of slow.
They
Like
can be
what
slow. That can be an
westerns
issue.
are westerns. They mosey is the word I think of when I think of westerns. They kind of mosey.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. But you know what? Maybe I like too though that it's not that he's just. I think. I mean, I don't know. I won't know until I see it, right? But
Right.
maybe he is just trying to go back to more classic western, and then there's not going to be all these special effects, and it's just maybe like more of traditional film. I think I like that idea.
Well, he did Yellowstone, didn't he? That's him, isn't it?
Which is, yeah, which is kind
Yeah.
of a that's like
Kind
a
of a
western TV show, like
western.
a modern
Yeah.
right western.
Yeah.
That did really well because they did spin-offs of that, of Yellowstone and stuff.
Did you know? And maybe you do because you had seen his IMDb that they made a Field of Dreams too.
I did see that, and I was shocked. But and then as I went through really quickly, but it looked like he just had a cameo of somebody else in it or something.
It's a short. It's a short movie, but yeah. Wow. Oh, and it's for NFL this time. It's not baseball. No wonder he wasn't a part of it.
Oh,
He doesn't like
okay.
football. He's a baseball guy.
Yeah, he's actually been in. Oh wait, no, he wasn't a football. I think Draft Day movie was that football. I think. I don't know, but I think baseball's more his thing for movies. Although he does like sports. He did Tin Cup, man. He likes sports movies.
He does. Tin Cup's kind of a comedy though.
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, Cheech Marin's in it as his
Yeah.
caddy, his friend and caddy. Rene Russo's in it as the love interest.
Oh yeah.
Don, what the fuck?
DeLuise.
Miami Vice. No, Miami Vice guy. Don Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah.
He's like his rival. It's fun. What we got here? We got Rio Bravo, John Wayne D. Martin, Ricky Nelson. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Yeah, with Eastwood. The Monkees were in a Western. Oh boy, they did an episode called Monkeys in Texas, where they visited Mike's Aunt Kate and helped Mike's aunt save her ranch. Well, that's good for the Monkees. Matt says Westerns are hard because the era of the real man, as defined by Hollywood, is long over. That's an interesting point, actually.
Yeah, that's
Very
true.
interesting point.
Yeah.
I would say Fallout is a modern Western.
Kind of is, yeah.
Kind of is, yeah.
It's,
I mean, those post-apocalyptic films are kind of, right?
A lot of post-apocalyptic films, like people consider Logan, the Wolverine, the last Wolverine movie, to be Western.
Right. Well, again, Costner likes that though, right? Postman, Waterworld, all post-apocalyptic, right?
Yeah, Waterworld's not a Western though.
No, but it is post-apocalyptic. He likes that.
Postman is definitely Westerny, yeah. Well, yeah, because it's rediscovering civilization, right? It's a transition from chaos to order, right? The Wild West was like that moment right before we had cities built, and the Federal Express and all this stuff, like all of these things that were just like that modernized society. We had that for like this 50-year period of just anything goes west, hunt for gold, kill people randomly, have bounties, etc. Like,
and actually, honestly, that the real Wild West like gunslinging period is super short.
It's really
short,
short,
like a decade or so. Like the actual real big part of
it's
that.
like 30, 40. I'm gonna think about 50 years max. I think.
I think it's like way shorter than that even actually. But anyway, it's really way shorter than you think it is. Most people think.
Right. Yeah, because most of the there's a point where they're ranchers, and then it's the Wild West, right? Because they're just like settling. They're settlers, and then it's the Wild West. Then it's
but then
industrial age.
That's the thing. The industrial age, like the Pony Express. Pony Express lasted a very short time, like a few years only, 3-4 years.
And yet we romanticize it.
That, by the way, that's another Western show I loved when I was growing up in the 90s, The Young Riders, which was all about the Pony Express.
Oh,
yeah.
It was only
but they
one
worked
season.
in like people like Billy the Kid and Wild Bill Hickok. They like when they pretended as when they were young, they worked for the Pony Express.
Oh,
which is cool. Josh Brolin played Wild Bill Hickok in that. The young Josh Brolin.
Wow.
But anyway, so there's definitely been Westerns I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe also because of like the pirate stuff, though the piracy lasted much longer.
Oh yeah,
Maybe because they are super long periods that we're so interested.
Well, you can be out in sea for much longer and not be caught up with modern civilization. Minus, of course, now that we know that you can get scurvy, right? You have to have lemons with you so you don't get scurvy.
Oh, right. We were talking about that, right? Recently,
lemons,
right?
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Another comedy is City Slickers, Lister's Mate says, with Billy Crystal.
Oh, very true. Oh, and then there's oh my God, who's the Evil Dead guy?
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, his Western. It's not a movie.
Oh, Briscoe County Jr.
Briscoe County Jr.
I watched that. The Adventures of
Yeah.
Briscoe County Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? I used to actually, I think I've watched actually more, probably Western TV shows, I guess, maybe I would watch more than the actual movies.
Well, Western TV shows were like good. Not
Yeah,
to say
like
the
I used to
Western
watch
movies are
Bonanza. I used to watch Bonanza when I was young.
Bonanza.
There's
I mean,
Ponderosa, right? And
Kung Fu, technically.
Kung Fu is kind of like a Western, actually. You're right.
Well, I mean,
Eastern Western.
Yeah, Eastern Western.
Hello,
there's-
Nikki. Thanks so
Hi,
much for
Nikki.
watching. So great to have you here. We're talking our favorite Westerns if you just joined us.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't start watching Westerns till way late. I think my first Western was with Haley Steinfeld when she was like a kid. She was in a movie with the dude.
I know what you mean.
I can't remember the name of the movie. Oh, it always happens.
You know what? A few years ago, actually, I watched Tom Hanks in a Western with like a kid.
No,
too.
I can't imagine Tom Hanks in a Western.
Yeah.
That's weird.
He would go
weird.
around. The idea was he would go around and read the news to different townspeople who were literate.
Oh, News of the World. Oh,
Yes,
there it
News of the
is.
World.
Oh,
So he would travel a town so they would know what the news was.
So really, the only thing that makes you a cowboy
True Grit.
is
True Grit, by the way.
Oh, True Grit. Thank you very much, Matt. Yes, True Grit. I love that movie. It's a good movie. But News of the World, the way to make you look like you, because he clean shaven, he doesn't look like he fits in a Western world. But now that he has, I'm looking at the poster, he has a mustache and a beard.
Yeah,
Very
mustache,
Western.
beard, put a cowboy hat on. There you go.
Yeah. You got your Western. Hey, if you can get Daniel Craig to be in a Western, there you go.
What Western was he in?
He was in Cowboys and
Potter?
Aliens.
Oh, what?
He was in Cowboys and Aliens. He was the main guy in Cowboys and Aliens. He was like
Wait
the
a
main
minute.
protagonist.
Oh, what am I? I'm thinking of the other one, maybe. What's Space? Or I thought Cowboys and Aliens was the '90s movie with all those guys like
No,
like
Cowboys and
Harrison
Aliens.
Harrison Ford, and what?
Harrison
what
Ford
movie?
is in it. It's 2011. Is Cowboys and
Oh.
Aliens?
Daniel Radcliffe's in that.
Not that. No, Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. Oh, no wonder I'm so confused. For
No,
some
Daniel
reason, I thought you said
Radcliffe-
Daniel Radcliffe.
won a-
I was like, what the hell has Daniel Radcliffe been in that? Too
He
young.
won a Tony.
Who
for
for
something.
Equus? Radcliffe?
No, Radcliffe. Yeah, Radcliffe won a Tony.
Was it Equus or was he in something else?
Whatever he was in this year. I don't know. It wasn't Equus
okay.
though. Yeah.
Daniel Craig. All right, that makes more sense. now. I
Yeah,
get it.
Daniel Craig, not Daniel Radcliffe.
That dude, so relatable, Francis. Well,
The dude!
He's known as the dude from
The Big Lebowski.
what the fuck's his name? Why can't we think of somebody tell us his name?
He was the main bad guy in Iron Man 1.
Okay.
He was Obadiah Stane. I can remember the character's name. He was Obadiah Stane in Iron Man 1. He was in
Let's
the-
get some other westerns as we're trying to think about that. Or
Ironmonger
please just someone tell us and put us out of our misery. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs is another
Oh,
western.
that was the Netflix show. Yeah, that was I never seen it, but I heard it's really, really good.
And we've got There Will Be Blood. Oh, is that like Javier?
No, it's
No, who the fuck?
no, it's oh god.
Benicio del Toro.
And you drink and I'll drink your milkshake, and you'll drink my milkshake, and it's and he then kills a guy.
Who are
with
you
a-
doing?
He's the main guy. There will be blood. It's a dude who's trying to get like an oil, like there's oil. He's trying to get this thing, and the priest guy, at the very end of the movie, he talks to this priest guy played by the guy who plays the Riddler in the new Batman movie. Can't remember any actors' names. That's fine. And he's
Well,
trying to
Jeff
explain to
Jeff Bridges. Let's just
thank
Matt
you,
tells
Jeff
us,
Bridges.
is the dude
Yes,
we're talking
Jeff
about.
Bridges. Yeah, but there will be blood.
Daniel
The-
Day Lewis.
Daniel Day Lewis at the very end goes, and I'll drink your milkshake. You'll drink my milkshake. He's very like just manic.
Why are they
Is he-
talking about milkshakes? All right, well, I like it. I love milkshakes though.
Yeah, I should. It's a terrible scene, but it's terrible in the sense of someone gets murdered in the scene, but still, it's just, and I'll drink your milkshake.
This is Daniel Day Lewis saying this.
That's Daniel Day Lewis. That's it. That's him.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, Jalou. Welcome. Oh,
Hi,
he's got the cowboy hat on, the smiley face. Perfect.
Howdy. I wish I had a cowboy. I have hats. I have baseball caps.
I don't have a cowboy hat either. You have a what hat?
baseball caps, but no
yeah.
cowboy hats.
Cowboys and Aliens was the bomb of that movie season.
It was a bomb. Nobody watched it. That's true. Even though it had Daniel Craig and Hell and High Water. Yeah, with Chris Pine. Great modern day ish.
Oh, all right. I haven't seen that one.
Western. It's like in the 80s, I think. Maybe.
Jalou says his top 5: Fort Apache, John Ford. Wait, what is this? Directed by John Ford. I don't know what Radam is.
I don't know.
Really awesome director, man, John Ford. We're doing acronyms. It's that really awesome director, man. That's what it's going to be from now on, Julie. Just, if you ever say that again. Starring Henry Fonda, Shirley Temple, hot adult version, John Wayne. Oh, was there a hot? I only know Shirley Temple as a kid as an old lady, old lady UN ambassador. I don't know 20, 30 years old Shirley Temple. I didn't know she was hot. Oh, any best Western movie that isn't black and white is wrong. Oh, come on now. There's been some great colored Westerns.
Oh yeah, she was pretty. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
What did you look up? Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple. Yeah.
You just looked
She's
up
a
Shirley
tall
Temple?
drink of soda and
You didn't look up her age or anything?
Just I don't know. It's just a picture of her in a hat.
No, right. She came up. She's cute.
Yeah.
Cool. That's good to know that she was still starring and stuff when she got to be adult.
Yeah, good for her.
Yep, we mentioned that one also, Johnny. Let's see here. All right. Oh, but Cowboys and Aliens was one of the first ones Lister's mate bought when he got a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, I'm a mild defender of that movie because I don't think it's as bad as everyone said it was. It was fun. I saw it. You got to see the female lead in like next to nothing. So there you go.
In Cowboys versus Aliens. Oh,
okay. I think it was Megan Fox. I think she was. Oh no, it's Olivia Wilde.
Oh, you know what? Either one is great.
Yeah.
Wait, but it's set in like modern times to when it was made, right? No,
it was no. It's made. It's a Western, but with aliens.
It's set in the actual Western era.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, now that you said Olivia Wilde's in it, you're making me want to see it.
It's okay. It's not a great movie, but it's fine. It's a passable movie.
Johnny just watched Tombstone when he was in the hospital, and that was pretty good. We were talking about that, Johnny. It's one of my favorites. Yes, actually, Johnny just told me, he messaged me. He just got home from the hospital. Hope everything went well, Johnny.
Back.
Hope the operation went well, and you're doing good. Frank Gorshin was the Riddler in the '60s Batman series. That's true, Michael. Who starred in the movie mentioned a few minutes ago. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, actually, a lot of people in that Batman were big actors, actually, right? Like Cesar Romero and stuff, right? And
too bad he didn't paint his mustache for every role.
Who, Cesar Romero?
Painted it white for the Joker, so you didn't want to shave.
Oh, all right, cool. Folks, we're gonna do Super Space Camp and Once You're Pairing later. Before I forget, though, I actually, like a few days ago, on YouTube popped up for me the old Family Feud. This was from 1980 with Richard Dawson hosting, who was in Running Man. If you don't know, if you never watched Family Feud back then, guys. But I used to watch it all the time, and it was the celebrities from the Batman show versus like, I'm trying to think who the hell, I don't know, versus some old show they were playing against. It was cool though. It was cool to see like all the Batman actors on Family Feud and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's why I was watching some Celebrity Family Feud from 1980, like the Brady Bunch. There was like reunion people. It wasn't like
so they've aged already. If you're watching it,
a little bit, yeah, not crazy, but actually, then they had the first year Three's Company. They were on there. That was just their first year they were on the air, actually. So,
are there enough of them for a family? I guess there are actually.
Yeah,
Jack,
because they had the two ropers
and the rope.
Jack,
and Larry,
and Larry. They had Larry. Yeah. Chrissy wasn't there actually.
I was gonna say that's a pretty. Oh, before it's not the cousin. It's Chrissy.
No, okay. Yeah, it was still Chrissy.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad turning the corner and your health stuff. That's great, Johnny.
Fantastic.
Good to hear. All right, folks, that was our favorite Westerns, and you can still keep putting them in the chat or in the descriptions and post if you'd like. What did we consider Yosemite Sam? Listeners may ask cartoons to be Westerns.
Yeah.
Why not?
He's a cowboy.
Yeah. I can't think of any of his sayings right now, though.
Oh, he doesn't say anything, does he?
I'm thinking of Foghorn Leghorn.
I say. And then yeah, because everyone else has the more like right for
Yeah, more
Porky.
fun, right, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone else has the, and then
I
there's,
think I just think of him like shooting his guns off. That's all I'm thinking about.
and he has the big nose. Oh no, the big mustache. He's the big mustache.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes the Foghorn Leghorn. All right.
It was a
Crodius just joined us. His choices are, hey, a lot we've already mentioned. Tombstone, Wild Wild West, Quick and the Dead, Open Range, Dance with Wolves, Wagons East. Open Range. That sounds familiar. I don't know if I see
cartoon. Is that the cartoon?
I
just
know.
thought of Rango once you mentioned it, and I'm like, oh yeah, Rango.
Rango. That's a lizard cartoon, right?
Yeah, but it's a western. Johnny Depp
Oh,
is
okay.
the
Yeah.
is the lizard,
Who's the
and
lizard? Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, and the movie is not is like, it's not a kids movie. It's not even remotely a kids. It's not an adult movie in the sense of like adult stuff happens, but like there's no kid humor in Rango. It's the weirdest movie because there's no kid humor in Rango. But I
Do you
did
like it?
go. I thought it was all right. Yeah.
Didn't they make
But
another one?
no,
No, the one. Okay.
But I went, and the kids were so bored. All the kids that thought it was like a kids movie just started running around. And
I love that when that happens to me.
well, what's even worse was I sat by a guy who, like, even if it was kind of like chuckle funny or like funny, he would just bust out laughing like it was the funniest thing he'd ever heard.
I know those people. That's annoying.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, wow, it's not that funny.
I mean, yeah, it's not that funny, dude.
It's a fine movie, but it's a fine movie.
I'm like, well, I'm glad he's enjoying it, but
it's like, I'm glad I didn't watch The Three Amigos, because then he would have just been like,
would have peed his pants.
He would have peed his pants.
So I think this is Yosemite Sam. My biscuits are burning.
Oh yeah, my biscuits are burning. Yeah, that's true.
Does he actually mean like cooking biscuits, or like his butt?
His butt, yeah.
Oh,
my
right.
biscuits are burning.
Probably Bugs Bunny or somebody was like putting his butt on fire, right, or something.
Well, everyone, Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam, all their arch nemesis were
Bugs Bunny, right?
Bugs Bunny. Or Daffy.
So Open Range is also a 2003 Kevin Costner movie.
Oh.
Another Kevin Costner. Fistful of Dollars, The Outlaw Josie Wales. Oh, there we go. There's some other good Westerns. Cool. All right, let's look at the poll here. Your favorite Kevin Costner movie.
Waterworld is number one. No, it isn't.
Nope. Field of Dreams has actually surged into the lead. 38%. Robin Hood 31. Waterworld 23. Untouchables 8. All right, so at least everything got some votes now. Everything's getting some.
If you vote it, they will come.
That's right. All right. We'll see who wins at the end, folks. Let's go on to our first game here, Super Space Camp. So this is suggested by Tammy, who's in the chat, or at least was in the chat earlier, where Francis and I go to space camp and shenanigans ensue. So what we need from you is this one. Oh, well, he's got to put his microphone down for this scene, I guess. You get so loud.
Did you hear the squeak? I was trying to avoid it squeaking. Did he hear the squeak?
What, your chair?
No, the arm of the arm of the thing squeaks. Okay, good. That's all. I was trying to avoid a squeak.
We need from you guys. We need you to finish this phrase. This one time at space camp. Okay, so what happens? This one time at space camp. Finish that sentence, and we'll do a weird scene. Behold, Waterworld's such a mess. Matt says.
I get it. I mean, I get it. You know, it's not everyone's favorite movie. I'd be surprised if it was anyone's favorite movie, really. But
let me. While they're doing that, let me just adjust my AC real quick. I'll be right back, folks, in 1 sec.
But I mean, what other movie are you gonna get like a literal world of water, people eating dirt, a map on a kid's back, like just all that weird stuff, gills on a neck? You're not gonna get that anywhere else. And plus, I feel like Kevin Costner got a chance to kind of let his hair down and be a little weird in a movie. He's not really weird in movies. Like, he takes a lot of movies. He takes movies very serious. He's a very serious auteur. So it's it. Huh?
Who is
Kevin Costner?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
This one time at space camp, I plotted a course to Uranus. Okay, the Crodius says. Johnny, this one time at space camp, Jeff and Francis ended up on the International Space Station. Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh man, there's that movie.
What movie?
It's an International Space Station movie.
Oh shit, there is.
Right.
Did that come out already?
I think it's out, or if not, it will be out soon.
I forgot about that.
Did you ever see the Spy Family movie? By the way, did you ever end up watching that?
The new one?
Yeah, the new one that came out like.
Why is it out? Is it set on the International Space Station?
No, I just remember
you
telling
brought
you
that
about it, and I knew you wanted to see it, and I was curious.
Oh, I never did.
Okay.
That reminds me. I keep forgetting to ask you. Did you see the new City Hunter on Netflix?
No, City Hunter, really?
Yeah, we talked about this. I think.
Oh,
I don't know. It came out like a couple months ago.
no,
It's
I have
great.
not seen.
It's
City
super fun and awesome. City Hunter is based on the anime, folks. So they made an anime
Oh.
movie. It's really good. I highly recommend
It's
it.
a movie though.
Yeah, it's a Japanese movie, live action movie.
Oh no, boy!
You see the Jackie Chan one, right?
Yeah. Wait.
It's super fun.
Okay.
I
Okay.
recommend it.
I
And
see
the action's really good too. It's really good.
All
action.
right. No, I've been too busy. Fighting tacit discords to really watch a lot of movies lately.
Yes, Wuthering Waves. Well, hopefully we'll do that after the show. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck's a tacit discord?" Wuthering Waves is a new game we've been playing, folks.
Gotta look out for Fraxidus.
What?
Gotta look out for the Fraxidus.
Yeah, it's like a Genshin Impact type game. Francis tried to replicate thermal curtain failure, but he thought it involved atomic flatulence.
Atomic flatulence.
Okay.
Flatulence at an atomic level.
The vibration of the launch may be climax, she said.
That is what she said.
In space-related news, the Boeing Starliner return has been delayed due to leaking helium gas. Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, no offense. Oh, Boeing.
Yeah. I would not recommend the ISS movie. It's absolutely terrible, Necroti says. So I guess it's...
well, I figured it would be. Oh.
All right, let's try to combine some of these. This one time at space camp, we went to the International Space Station, and you tried to replicate thermal curtain failure, but you thought it involved atomic flatulence. Oh, I almost missed this one. The whole camp flooded and the poles shifted, making north, south, and east, west. Oh my God. Wow, that's crazy. All right.
There's 11 poles, so I don't want to.
All right. Well, let's say we're on the International Space Station, and I don't even know what thermal curtain failure is, but well, whatever. We'll do something with it. I know what atomic flatulence is. All right. Here we go. This is what is this called? Super Space Camp. That's what it's called. What? I already forgot.
What are we doing? What?
Talk about flatulence.
I was going to say something, but I can't.
All right. Oh, hey, Francis. I'm floating over to you here on the International Space Station. Wow, it's so cool being up here. Have you solved that thermal curtain failure problem?
Yes. Actually, I have. I've been so annoyed with people looking into my shower when I'm trying to wash up. I had to make these thermal curtains.
Well, the problem is the curtain just floats up and it just shows you naked while you're taking a shower.
Yeah, and it's hot because it's thermal, right?
Yes, you're right. We can only take boiling hot showers up here.
I know it's so hot, but luckily, I know what can dissipate heat. It's called atomic flatulence. Have you heard of this?
I haven't. Wow, this sounds like an amazing new discovery.
All right, Jeff, hold on. Let me swim to you.
Okay.
I brought this can of beans. I need your help. Please eat this can of beans, and I will eat this can of beans, and we will produce something of an most atomic nature.
All right. Luckily, we always have can openers handy.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right.
Is this a pop lid? I don't know.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I gave you the wrong one.
You
Sorry.
gave me the old school one. That's fine.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's down the whole can. Ready?
All right.
Oh,
My God.
Wow. Ooh, that was a lot of beans. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Are these beans is this more different than regular flatulence?
Yes, those are atomic beans.
Oh my God. Were these beans irradiated or something?
No, they're just made of atoms.
But wait, isn't everything made of atoms?
Shh.
Oh,
No
okay,
one
never
knows.
mind. That's not important. Okay.
All right.
So what is it going to happen soon?
Well, first, We must aim our buttocks towards the thermal curtains.
All right.
Look how
let me
hot they are.
Let me swim around.
All right.
Get my butt in the right direction.
Oh man. Oh, these
wait,
vibrations.
hang on. Let me get out of this fucking spacesuit. Zip, zip. Okay.
You're in a spacesuit still? I'm just in a.
I'm in my. Well, I just
ISS
came.
pajamas.
I was fixing something outside. I just came in.
Just in my ISS pajamas, with the little hat that has like the point, but it's not.
I hope you said ISS and not ISIS pajamas.
ISS, yeah,
Okay,
ISS.
good.
I know. If you say it fast enough, it'll be like the goddess. That's what I'm saying.
I like the goddess Isis. That's
there you go.
All right, we're in position.
All right, are you ready?
What do we do? We just fart right at the curtain?
Well, look, that's not the scientific term. All right, we're going to what we at NASA like to call pass gas towards the curtains.
I see. We're gonna release our gas. Okay.
We're gonna release our gas. All right. I can feel it, the rumblings in my stomach. Oh, I can feel it already.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Oh man. If only there were a lady here to sit on my stomach so the vibrations of the launch would make them climax.
Oh, well, luckily we've got two playmates here who are joined since Playboy doesn't really show much nudity anymore. They came up to be astronauts.
I don't even think that exists anymore. Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. Well, here, rumble. Ah, there you go.
So, ladies, can you jump? Wait, they're jumping on our stomachs?
They have to sit on our stomachs.
But how is our ass? I guess because we're floating. I guess
we're floating.
Yeah, we're floating. That's fine. I don't really know when they're floating how they're going to sit on us, but don't worry about that. That doesn't really.
I'll worry about it later. All right, on the count of 3, 1, 2. Oh my God! Every episode of the show, we do some fart joke.
Actually, we don't. I don't think we do actually very often. Anyway, back to the
we
scene.
don't really. Anyway, yes. Oh, look.
Oh, what happened? Did it work?
The curtains are now the opposite of thermal. They're
frigid.
Frigid. The cryo curtains. It worked. The atomic flatulence worked.
Okay, I don't know if this makes taking a shower better, but I'm glad your invention worked.
My invention of beans and farting, yes.
Yes.
Luckily, thank you,
ladies. You know who's not frigid? These two ladies. Let's go have some fun.
All right.
And by that I mean play Parcheesi.
Oh, I love Parcheesi.
Okay. Great. All right. That's it. We're done.
Ain't seen.
A cryo curtain. Great. Actually, you know what? That made me think. There must be some way to take a shower, right? On the space station?
They probably wipe themselves down.
Or just maybe
water
wipe themselves down.
Yeah, because water at 0 G's is just going to float all into the equipment.
Well, so they must be able to drink. They must keep the drinking like in a little bag or something, right? Or
yeah, they suck the bag, right? It has the little nozzle and they just suck the bag. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you're right. They must just have to use wipes. That sucks. Yuck.
They have to dock into where they have to poo. So, I mean, like, They
have to dock?
Yeah, they have to dock into like a hole.
You mean dock their butt?
Yeah, they have to dock their butts so they can just poo into a bag.
Sorry. Well, they probably have to strap themselves to the toilet, the hole, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just gonna float around. Wait a minute.
How does the poo not float around? Does it something like suck it in maybe when they're going?
Maybe. Like I think it goes. I thought it went to a bag that seals once they're done, and then it's just in a bag.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That's so gross if the poo was floating around the. Like, watch out! I just took a huge dump.
I think that's why. But that, you know what though, sorry for being super gross, but that's why their food is freeze dried and dry, so that when it comes out of them, it's not all like gross. It's just like clumps of like, oh, there's my food. Just goes into the bag.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Here's some comments during that. In space, no one can hear you scream when you are caught naked.
No, but that's why the curtains were there.
Right. And in space, no one can hear you explode or have explosive diarrhea. Well, but things, I know. So wait, there's no sound in space, right?
No sound in a vacuum. So if we're out in space,
But there would be
like,
sound in the space station because
oh
that's
yeah,
not a
yeah,
vacuum.
because the space is, yeah,
Because there's
space station
oxygen
has,
in there and obviously and everything. Yeah.
there's air in the space station.
Yeah. I really want them to get the artificial gravity thing down. That would be amazing. I feel.
Yeah, one day.
I mean, well, technically, if they're in orbit, I guess they're in microgravity. Is really what they're in. I think.
Even then, though,
not no gravity at all is what I'm saying. I think they're, but
that I think they're in. They're past the.
well, they have to
whatever
be.
sphere.
They have to be in orbit, though, right? Obviously,
guess
because they
so.
orbit around, because they circle around the Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone smarter tell me. Not me. Let's see here. In the movie Space Camp, thermal curtain failure is what led to the premature launch of the space shuttle. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Well, it had nothing to do with a shower at all. Who knew? In space, tortillas are the preferred starch, as unlike bread, it doesn't crumble.
Makes sense.
Oh, okay. Wait.
So no, instead of bread, they eat stuff in tortillas.
I thought they were hard, or they can be soft or hard.
No, they're soft. Yeah, they're soft, and you can wrap them into a burrito, so they're fairly soft.
Oh, okay. Tacos are what's hard.
Yeah. Well, tacos, only American tacos. Mexican tacos are soft. They
really?
use corn. They use soft corn tortillas. So you only get hard shell tortillas or hard shell tacos in America in certain parts of Mexico, but most of it is soft.
Like Taco Bell.
Yeah, well, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. That was that dude. The dude's original food place was a hot dog stand. Like that was his original fast food.
The guy who did Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I bet they actually don't poop as much. He means on the space station.
Yeah.
Their diet is probably so nutritionally complete that waste is minimized. I wonder if that's true. Huh.
Yeah, and they shrink because they don't have gravity, so their bodies shrink apparently.
Oh yeah, well that's actually that's why they don't. There's only like a limit to how long they can really be up there.
But they're still up there for months. They're still up there.
Yeah, well, actually, one guy recently was up there for like a year or something because they couldn't get him back for a while. Like he was, I think he might have been the record for how long he was up there.
Because they can't exercise, right? Because there's no resistance.
Yeah. Damn it. See, this is why we need the artificial gravity.
Oh yeah.
They're going in constant free fall because the station is falling across the curvature of the Earth, but moving fast enough that their orbit does not decay. They're essentially weightless. Okay, thanks, Matt.
Oh, well, there you go.
Good science right there. There's a pull of gravity, but they don't feel it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think, so was I right? Is it like microgravity? That's what I thought it was called, but I don't know.
I don't know. They just,
Yeah, they do the thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
poor Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock? Oh, dude, that movie's so good. Gravity. Let's build Deep Space Nine up there. That's what I want.
Well, we can't. We need the Kardashians to do it.
Yes.
Kardashians, not Kardashians.
Well, no, well, we have Kardashians here.
We have Kardashians, but they won't do it. They're too busy butt implanting.
Speaking of that, only because you brought that up, I brought not butt implants, the Kardashians.
Oh.
I started a new series that's only on my Riley Rose Patreon as like a perk for Patreons called Star Sluts, which is a Star Trek parody. You can go here, folks, if you want. They're like each week I put a new story out, but I have a race called the Kardashians, and it's a race that are known for they have the biggest booties and hottest booties in the quadrant.
I mean,
yes, and and the person who's a Kardashian is called Ensign Ho instead of Ensign Rowe.
It would have been really funny if it was Ensign Kim.
That's not like I'm making obviously really goofy sexual puns.
True, but I mean, like that's just for the Star Trek nerds, though, because then it'd be funny if there was an Ensign Kim that got some.
Oh, you mean because Kim never actually gets any?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
yes. I got Ensign. Yeah. I got Ensign Ho. I got Commander Cock instead of Spock. All right. Anyway, you can go check it out.
Those are all right puns, though. That's okay.
Listen, this is my most deliberately cheesy punny one that I've done.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Riley was a rock on Patreon, folks, and you can also get a lot of sexy pics there as well. All right. Anyway, you just let me think about that by talking about the Kardashians. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, somebody mentioned maybe it was a Crodius or Firefly. That was a Western, a space Western. That's true.
Firefly is a space western. Uh, and technically Star Wars is space western.
Star Wars kind of, yeah, actually.
I mean, the original Star Wars. I forget. Star
Yeah,
Wars
yeah.
is too diluted now to be
Yes,
the
yes, the
original.
original
Yeah.
of the best ones. We used to call the guest helmsman on TNG Ensign Busty, especially the first couple seasons when they wore the spandex uniforms.
Oh,
Oh,
because the
were they spandex
no.
instead of? I know what you mean though. They would have like a hot girl rotate different.
Occasionally, yeah, it was
They had a bunch of different hot ladies though, or attractive ladies at least,
they did.
being the helmsperson on the TNG.
It was 50-50 because I remember there were a lot of just regular dudes who were
That's true, but I'm
helmsmen.
saying there were good enough of them that Matt
Enough.
is
Yeah, I
correct. I
guess so.
think.
Yeah, yeah.
But is that well? Yeah, because I guess were they spandex at first before they went to the more like two-piece things, or
I mean, sort of. Yeah, they
I mean,
were kind of. They weren't that
because they
form
should. I think they
fitting.
should all be that because 7 of 9s obviously was great. Her spandex.
Right. I mean, again, I think of Major Kira, right? Like I think of like they were very
Hers were
that
tight. Hers were
hers were
tight.
tight. But then but when I think of TNG at least, I didn't think that they were spandexy. I feel
I
like
didn't
they
think
were
they were either.
more. Yeah, I feel like they were more. They were form fitting. I mean, there were no overweight people on TNG, right? Like you couldn't just for because of the uniform, you couldn't. Um, so yeah,
I feel like some of them were more than others. Like I feel like Beverly's when occasionally she would have her coat off, her doctor's coat off. Like hers was very form fitting.
it was, but it wasn't as suggested. Like Diana Troy, right? Like hers
Well, I actually liked it better when they finally switched her to the uniform,
to the
even though I
uniform.
didn't see
Yeah,
cleavage, but it was so tight on her. Like I was like, this is actually hot. Like
she didn't. Yeah, she didn't wear a bra.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think underneath that you don't wear that, right? Yeah, because it would show like the lines. Anyway, let's see. Field of Dreams is leading, but Robin Hood Men at Times doesn't have. Well, yes, right. That's why Men at Tights is on there. Prince of Thieves is on there. Let's see what the poll's at though. Still 38-31, pretty close between Field of Dreams and Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. All right, folks. Adam West was in many westerns. Good old Adam West from Batman.
Good. He should be. Adam West is great. He should be on in
He is
westerns.
great. I got to see him actually at San Diego Comic-Con one year. It was like probably a few years before he died. Him and like
Burt Ward.
it was Burt Ward and Julie Newmar, I think. They were really all old, but it was nice, the reunion of that cast. It was cool to see them.
Was Yvonne Craig there as Michael?
I don't know. I know Pierre, who Michael loves Yvonne Craig. Understandable why. She was on the Family Feud episode that I was talking about.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't know if she was there. I don't remember. I think it might have just been the three of them.
Oh.
But she's not. I don't know if any of these people alive.
No.
I don't know.
Well, Burt Ward's alive, but
Is Burt Ward still alive?
yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, let's go to what are we doing here? Oh, we don't have any guests. All right, so I'm just looking at our sheet. Oh, well, let me tell you about. Well, no, I'll tell you about it at the end because I don't have the picture ready of my series. So let's just go to our next super geeky question.
Okay.
All right. It's summer, folks. Well, not 2 days officially, I guess, right? But I consider it summer when I get to June. So it's concert movie season. Summer's usually a big time to go out to see your concerts in your amphitheaters, your outside venues, which I like, sit on the lawn, have a good time. Maybe not have to pay $100 to fucking see a concert if you're sitting on the lawn. Anyway, what fictional singer or band would you want to go see in concert? All right. So not a real one, but what fictional one?
Fictional.
Like, you have like your Dazzler, right? From X-Men.
Who's still being rumored to be played by Taylor Swift in the new Deadpool movie.
Wait, is Dazzler going to be in that movie? Has that been confirmed?
It hasn't been confirmed, but the rumors are that
it's going to be like a big surprise.
Well, yeah, because apparently they have a bunch of like cameo actors that they're hiding for obvious reasons, right? Because they want audiences to be surprised. But yeah, so fake bands or fictional bands
or just solo singers,
Okay.
Here we go. The Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. I love this answer, Curtis. The Hex Girls, actually, they were good. They were kind of like a goth punk band, sort of, but or they kind of played rock though. They dressed kind of like that. They were good. They had some good stuff. I like that. I even made an album cover for them using AI.
Nice.
For the Hex Girls. Oh, she said Hex Girls first. Tammy did. Oh, well, if you want to share that, Tammy, I would love to see it and also show it to the people here. That'd be cool. That's awesome. As my stream elements tells me, yes, folks, please do be super geeky and give us a subscribe and like. We would appreciate that. And do the thumbs up. Eco Goth. Oh, Eco Goth? That's what they were called? Okay. Cool. What fictional band or singer, Matt, is the question, would you want to see in concert? So who else is there here? Let's see here.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Yep,
That's
the
a great
holograms.
choice. Oh, I know what my choice is. The Zack Attack from Saved by the Bell. Zack Attack. Friends Forever. I love that song, man. The episode where they have their band. Like,
yeah, but
come on. They have multiple songs in that episode, actually.
Yeah.
Don't be dissing Zack Attack.
What was then I oh god. Jesse and the Rippers.
Yes. From Full House.
From Full House.
Jesse, John Stamos wanted any excuse to be able to sing on that show.
Yeah.
They brought the Beach Boys on once and he sang with them.
He did. Well, that was one of his character traits, was that his character, Uncle Jesse, loved the Beach Boys.
Yes. Well, yeah, he loved to sing.
Did Family Matters have a band? I don't think so.
Not that I
can't think of one.
Although, what the fuck is the cool Urgel's name?
Stefan Urkel.
Stefan could have been in like a singer, like a crooner.
Stefan, maybe Stefan.
We got Josie here from Mad Josie and the Pussycats. Powerline from the Goofy movie.
Powerline.
Who was that? Was that like his son was in a band called Powerline?
No, that's the band that his son liked.
That
was Powerline.
I'm trying to think if there's got to be a lot more fictional bands out there, right?
I know a ton of them, but there are references you wouldn't, like, no one in the audience would know. Like, there's a fictional, like, in the video game Persona 4, they make a fictional band to try to capture a murderer. They make up a fictional band.
The main characters do a fictional band?
The main characters, the main teenagers.
What is the name of the band?
They don't have a name because their lead singer is already an idol. Rise is one of the characters you get to play as, and she's already an idol. So she's just the main singer, and everyone else plays instruments. So they're a band still.
Okay.
Then there's, of course, my favorite band of all time from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which is Sex Bomb. They're a fictional band. Sex Bomb is a fictional band that exists. Of course, there's the Clash of Demon Head, which is their rival band from Scott's ex-girlfriend, Envy Adams. Had a band.
You really love this movie.
I've seen it 50 times in the theaters. Wow. So
theaters?
In theaters.
Now, how many times when it was first in release?
Maybe about. So it came out in theaters, and I saw it probably about 15 times. Then
have they re-released it that many times that you've gotten to see it?
So what ended up happening was they released it to, it might even been 20 times in movie theaters, and then they released it to Quentin Tarantino's theater out here called the New Beverly, and that played once a month, and I saw that for like a year, once a month.
Wow.
It was only midnight showings. They only did it for midnight showings, and on occasion the cast would show up and like just say hi.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is this your favorite movie of all time?
No, Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time. But this
got to be your most viewed movie in theaters of all time, right?
100%. 100%. I saw that. Yeah. I mean, 50 times. I mean, who goes to a movie theater? Somebody beat me. Some dude saw it like 300 times in theaters, but.
Oh, how do you know? They posted.
Yeah. Oh God, Edgar Wright posted a picture of the guy and all his tickets.
Oh, and you're like, curse you.
Well, I'm like, I don't want to go. I mean, I love the movie, but I'm not going to go 300 times that movie.
Let's see here. Well, Pierre tells us Burt Ward was on the Jim Master show. Go look that up. Okay. But now we got some good choices here for bands. Gem and the Holograms. Love that cartoon.
Yeah.
From the 80s. Wild Stallions.
Wild Stallions.
Is that Wayne and Garth?
Nope.
No.
Keep going.
It's fucking Bill and Ted.
There you go.
Bill and Ted.
Wayne and Garth didn't have a band.
No. They just loved talking about
music. Yeah.
But Garth had always had the drumsticks, didn't he, or something?
Well, and he had and Wayne had the guitar too.
So they played, but they never really formed a band.
No, because they were public access. They were a public access channel show.
They talked about music and bands and other stuff.
Yeah.
And they organized in number 2 like a concert with a bunch of bands.
They did with Tia Carrera.
Dude. Well, she's in both, right?
She's in both as Wayne's girlfriend.
Dude, I love Tia
Carrera. Did you see the show where she was like a Tomb Raider
relic hunter?
Okay,
quick story before I tell the rest of these. Share your thoughts here, folks. This is back in when the shows were in syndication, like Hercules Time and Xena. Relic Hunter was in syndication. It was not in my town. So I had my friend who went to the college I went to, who was still at that town going to grad school, recorded for me. So when I went to visit him, I took all the VHS of the whole show because I wanted to see it that badly. Unfortunately, it wasn't really that great. It's okay. It's okay. It's decent.
Yeah.
But it's basically like Tia Carrera's Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. But that's how much I liked Tia Carrera and I liked Tomb Raider-esque shows. We got the Brady Bunch kids. Yeah. Yes, they formed the band. Mm-hmm. Of course, we had the Partridge Family.
Partridge Family
was actually kind of a real one, right? They actually, yeah.
I mean,
they're fictional and real, right?
Yeah, they're still fictional. I mean,
the Country Bears. That's the Disney, I think.
That's Disney.
I
never seen the Country Bears until I went to Tokyo Disney, so I saw them in Japanese.
Don't they have them at Disney? Did they not have them at Disney?
No, they tore it down. They replaced it with Winnie the Pooh ride.
Oh, they still have them at Disney World, I think. We got another Gem and Holograms vote. Spinal Tap.
I like Spinal Tap better though.
Well, you cover them with a Spinal Tap. Done playing. Someone has a play on Coachella for fictional bands. I think they have Foxella.
Fozella.
Oh, yes. So like they book fictional bands. That's actually really fun. I like that idea. There should be a Fall Glastonbury. Oh, I've been to Glastonbury in England because it's the mythical where Avalon, like King Arthur's resting places, the Glastonbury tour. But they do have a big music festival there. That's true. Curse You. Wait, what? Oh, curses. I said curses for if Francis was pissed that the guy saw 300 times because he didn't get the top spot.
Yeah, well,
Perry the Platypus. Is that a band? Is that a singer?
Perry the Platypus is he's a platypus. He's an actual platypus.
It's a cartoon, right?
It's from a cartoon. Which one though? I can't remember.
It's Focello. Okay, that's easier to say.
Focello. Crucial
Taunt was Tia Carrera's band in Wayne's World. I did not know that. Wow, good one, Matt. Crucial Taunt. What a name.
What was the name of the band in That Thing You Do?
That Thing You Do?
Yeah, with Tom Hanks as it's like a fictional 50s band.
Oh, right. I never saw that. I don't know. Microbe featuring Protozoa? Are these band names? Well, what's that from? Pink Slip? That sounds
familiar. Hey, from that Freaky Friday, right? I think.
Oh, okay. School of Rock. Oh, of course, yeah. The Lone Rangers from Airheads. Okay.
No, that one I don't know.
The Blues Brothers. There we go. Yeah, because they performed, right? At one point in that movie, don't they?
Yeah, they perform. They
like a harmonica or something. What do they do? Or they just, I don't know.
Yeah, they're bluesy. Yeah, they did bluesy. Music, yeah.
Wasn't there Blues Brothers 2000? Right.
No one talks about that movie.
Was
John
Belushi? John Belushi's dad.
Yeah. Right. So it was
John Goodman.
John Goodman was the replacement.
Okay.
They needed a John, and they're like, "Who's the closest John that we have?" Well, John Goodman.
All right, there you go.
Don't forget
the Wonders.
Oh, the Wonders.
Yeah,
Wonders.
The Tom Hanks one.
Yeah. That's fun. I'm surprised no one mentioned this because who doesn't like to listen to some jizz?
Max Rebo and the well, no, that would be the. Sorry, you're talking about the Cantina band,
The
right?
Cantina Band.
Max Rebo was the Jabba's one.
Right. Yeah.
They don't play jizz; they play something else.
They play some. Well, you never know.
Here's the Hex Girls
Oh,
AI
that's
image
cool.
Tammy
Oh.
made. This is really cool, actually.
It looks like a CD cover.
It does.
Actually,
I
I
like how
guess that
AI
would
always
be
does this. AI always puts extra letters in, but it kind of always works. Girls, like, but this is awesome, man. Like, I would totally see the Hex Girls like looking at this album cover. I would buy this.
the
That's
Hex
got
Grills.
the Hex Girls they cook hamburgers on the Hex Grills.
The Hex Grills.
All right, cool. I like that, Tammy. Thanks for sending it.
And there are actually a lot. I'm trying to think. There's got to be. There's more. I know there's more out there. I just can't think of them. No, there are a lot of fictional. I prefer fictional songs, in all honesty, for over
Real songs.
over real songs.
Really? Well, there are some really good fictional songs.
Yeah.
Let me show you here. Tammy sent the Focella lineup.
The Wonders. Okay, there's the
It's
Wonders.
probably hard to read this. We got the Wonders, Powerline du Jour as the headliners. Sex Bomb, Spinal Tap, the Soggy Bottom Boys.
Oh, from that's the George Clooney Western movie.
Okay.
Oh, brother, where art thou? Where art thou?
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. I don't know who that is. But we got Josie and the Pussycats. We got Wild Stanions. We got Weird Sisters, Lustra. I don't know. I'm trying to look at. There's a lot of these I don't know, actually. Oops. You get that off the screen. There we go. All right, cool. That's a lot. There's a lot more bands than we thought there were.
Yeah. I like it, though. I'm a fan.
The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai had the Hong Kong Cavaliers. Cool. Oh, Micro were some Xenon, the movie Xenon. Okay, thank you, Tammy.
Oh.
Airheads is great comedy with Brendan Fraser, Adam Sandler. Oh, a whole bunch of people. Jesus Christ, Chris Farley. Look at this. David Arquette. I've never seen that, actually. I got to check that out. Pretty good they got a band in it. And Dr. Teeth are Muppets. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you, folks. Man, learning a lot of stuff here. 3 years and no repeats. Oh, for Focella? Wow, that's impressive. Because they had like a ton. There's actually a lot of bands, even like smaller print on this poster. Wow, the fact that they've been able to do that. All right. All right, there we go, folks. That was our second geeky question. Here, now that I have the picture ready, let me just once again show you. Boom, my new Bella series, The Adventures of Lane and Ed, Gargoyle PI, under my pen name, Riley Rose. You can, on the Super Geeked Up homepage, there's a link, or you can just type in The Adventures of Elaine and Ned on Amazon, on Kindle, and it will come right up as a Kindle Vella. Episodes 1 through 10 are totally free, and then there's 3 more episodes up currently, and those are only 10 cents each. Even though it's 10 cents, folks, it actually translates to a big bonus from Amazon, every free episode and every paid episode. If you do that and you hit the follow button, that's how the bonuses get translated to me for Amazon. So I appreciate it very much. Thanks to everybody who already did it. Whoops, so that just made it smaller. Okay, there it goes. All right, let's get on to thanking our awesome Patreons. All right, let's see here. What's a good theme? Some kind of band theme or something else? What do you think? Space theme? I like band.
Yeah, it's either band or Western.
Oh, true. All right, I guess either one, whatever we want to do, right? Band. We can alternate, maybe.
A Western band.
A Western band. Well, that'd be interesting. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry, folks. This is patreon.com/supergeekedup. That's where you can go if you want to support us. Any amount is super helpful per month. If you're at $10 or more, you're a super shout out patron, and that's what we're going to do right now. Give you a fun shout out. And you can also do a super chat, which is a one-time thing, and your YouTube, which is a little $sign on the right-hand side, I believe, of your YouTube chat there. And it all helps us keep doing our geeky content. So thanks so much for that. All right. What Western bands, huh?
Yeah, so a big old shout out to Greg Allen Poole for being the lead singer of Foggy Welsh Boys.
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah. I mean, it's Foggy, it's Welsh, and he's a boy. It works.
That's good. I like it. By the way, before I forget, what's the name of Marty McFly's band? And I just
right,
the
Battle of the Bands.
The Pinheads, I think.
Pinheads.
The reason I know this, I forgot to tell you, like 2 weeks ago, I saw the Back to the Future musical.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Was Huey Lewis there?
No, but that was the best music. The two Huey Lewis songs they played. The rest of the
No.
music was unfortunately pretty forgettable. But
Back in Time and
Power of Love.
Power of Love.
Yeah, they do Back in Time as like the encore at the end. They come all back out and do it.
Well, that because it's easy. There's not a lot of lyrics to Back in Time. It's like it's just the
In
chorus
time,
repeat,
yeah.
and he does say Marty in the song.
I will say, pretty good overall. I have some critiques, but from a technical standpoint and visually, I've never seen a musical do what they've done. Like it really looked like the car was moving all over the stage and flying and going into like super impressive how they integrated screens, projections, stuff on and real stuff on stage.
Was it a real DeLorean?
Almost. I mean, I was in the very top row, but I was almost positive the way they were manipulating it. It was something of prop they constructed.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think they would have been able to do what they did with a real DeLorean.
I mean, according to Doc,
it looked good though.
The DeLorean was made out of like the flimsiest of metals, and
the real DeLorean.
Yeah, because
that's the thing. It actually was not. It's not a good car.
No,
it's just so
the
iconic.
new one is, I guess, the new DeLorean is.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We shared that on the show a couple years ago.
We did, yeah. I mean, it's not out yet, I don't think, but yeah, it's still brand new.
It's so iconic because that movie. If it wasn't for that movie, no one fucking probably remembers the DeLorean, right?
Same thing with the Trans Am, right? For Knight Rider.
It's interesting too that at least in when I play Forza Horizon, I got the Knight Rider card, and it's slow as shit. Like it's like a classic. It's not, and I was like, damn, I thought this was supposed to be an amazing car because of Knight Rider. Of course, that's a souped up kit car, but yeah, it's not that great actually.
Well, Matt, I mean, I thought that's what Doc says in Back to the Future too. That's why they couldn't ram Biff's car.
So he's saying it's actually made of stainless steel. It's not flimsy.
I guess it is, but I mean, according to Doc, you couldn't run into the. He
does say, well, yes, that the cars back then in the 50s were they were much tougher, right? Than DeLorean.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, we're just gonna crush the DeLorean if we.
He was in a truck too, right? He probably would.
No, he was in a car.
He wasn't a car. You're right. Yeah. He was in a convertible, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Marty's able to like sneak in behind on this hoverboard.
And somehow he was able to put the dust cover on a Playboy.
Huh?
So, because Marty gets the book at one point. From the trash in the principal's office.
He had exchanged it for his Playboy.
It was like it was a Playboy inside instead of the almanac.
Right. And like most teens, he's like, "Oh, damn it! I don't want to look at this Playboy. I got to get back into."
I'd rather be kissing my mom.
Somebody told me that supposedly that's why Disney wouldn't pick it up, or all these studios passed on it because they thought kissing his mom was like too gross for him being his mom.
Yet they bought Star Wars when Luke kisses his sister.
Although that's decades later they bought it.
True. I mean, look.
I don't know if that's true. Somebody just told me that. I have no.
But here's the thing too. In both cases, it wasn't like they liked it.
No.
I mean,
they stopped immediately in Back to the Future. She's like, this feels wrong. It's like kissing my brother.
Like kissing my brother. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it wasn't like she was into it or anything. So they could have got it. I'm kind of glad they didn't. You know, Disney has everything already anyway. They don't need.
Yes, exactly.
Back to the Future.
Universal has Back to the Future, right?
Yeah. Universal. Even though I wish I had seen the ride. I never rode the ride.
Ride's great. I was on it once at Universal. It was so good, and it's so stupid they replaced it with that. I think it's Simpsons or some shit.
Which I did.
No, not Simpsons. Men in Black. I think Men in Black maybe replaced it. I don't know.
Well, the one in Hollywood is
Simpsons Land, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, so Simpsons is in Hollywood, and the ride is fun. I like the ride actually. The ride is fun. But I would have loved to have seen it as Back to the Future.
My friend and I actually. I don't know. I think we were in college or something. When we went the first time to Universal, we ran from the gate to Back to the Future first to get on it right away and not wait in line.
I mean, yeah. I get it. I 100% get it. But I still have my annual pass to Universal. And I'm like, man,
Did they
They're
have
really
one in Hollywood too? I went the Florida one. Did they have Back to the Future in Hollywood? Universal
no.
Studios?
They
never did.
did, but it's now Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
In Streets
God.
of Fire, there was another band called Ellen Aim and the Attackers. Okay.
Ellen Aim and the Attackers.
Yes. It's quite a name. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I got on way tangent there, folks. I'm so sorry. We got to get back to our Patreons. Wow.
Rachel J.
How did I even get on that tangent?
Because I mentioned
Back to the Future?
Back to the
Future
Future.
band. Yeah. Rachel J. Oh, we're doing Western bands, right?
Western bands.
All right. It's Rachel and the Jehovah's Witnesses spreading their lore to the Wild West, spreading their gospel.
And Greg and Reno Horvey from their brothel band, Horvey's the Horway.
Terrible. Poor Greg and Rhea.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm chewing. Let's see here. We got Tammy Anderson. It's Tammy gets urban, which means it's her and a bunch of Carl Urban lookalikes in a band.
I was in literal shock, just immense shock, when I saw a baby-faced Carl Urban in The Born Supremacy. And I'm like, oh, he's in The
I
Born
didn't know he was
Supremacy.
in that.
He looks like a baby. He has the
He's not
tiniest
that young
little
in that.
face. I mean, he looks really young. Like he
Oh,
looks
okay.
like a kid. I'm like, wow. This guy's in diapers. Finding Jason Bourne. That's crazy.
You got Big
Johnny
Daddy Pappas.
Pappas, of course, from the infamous band, the precursor to the Mamas and the Papas, the Ma's and the Paws.
Right, because he's Big Daddy Pappas.
Yeah, and plus they didn't say Mamas and Papas in the westerns. That they say Ma and Pa.
That's right. The Ma's and Paws.
The
That's
Ma's
all I
and
get.
Paws.
And then we got Michael Gilstrap and the Gunslingers. Who you guys are just if anybody doesn't like your music, you just shoot them with your 6-shooter. No, you know what? You like Back to the Future. You make them dance. You just shoot like their feet, and you make them do the moonwalk. That's how you get people to dance during your songs. You just be like Biff.
Don't mess with Eastwood. All that says, don't mess with Eastwood.
Don't mess with Eastwood.
That's what Marty called himself.
Because he's Clint, right? He's
Clint Eastwood. What's your name? Clint Eastwood.
That's your Marty McFly.
His voice cracked like the whole trilogy. Marty, why'd you pick a name like that, Marty? Well, Doc, I had to be somebody, Doc. Let me talk to my
4-dimensionally.
Wait, hold on. Let me talk to my really Irish grandparents. Hi, Marty. Oh man.
All right, we're on Dash V.
Okay, Dash V, or as people like to call you, Dash. What's a Western V? Hold on.
I was going to say vagina.
No, because that's not Western.
Vigilante.
Oh yeah, you're the Western vigilante, and
cleaning up the Wild West.
Yeah, son.
Terry Field of Dreams. He made the first baseball field in the Wild West, right outside of Tombstone. He just carved the baseball field, and instead of the OK Corral, the Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday and the Outlaws, the Cowboys, that's what they were called. They just played a nice baseball game instead. They worked their differences out that way in this alternate history version.
Oh, right. Of course. Yeah. Well, and who can forget the Western country hit singer Jalou also known as Jalusa Appaloosa.
What? Jalusa, absolutely good.
Appaloosa, yeah. Oh man, you're a hit in that part of the town. Thank you all for your support.
Big in the Appalachians. Thank you so much. Super Geeked Up on Patreon. You can support us.
Wiki wah.
Paul Papa it is. Paul Pappas. That's it. Paul Pappas. That's okay. So we got that for the Western version. We got Big Daddy for the more modern version of him.
Yes. He can't be Big Papa because that's taken already.
Big Papa. Oh, that's what's
Biggie Smalls,
the baseball guy.
No, Big Papa is also Biggie Smalls, rapper Biggie Smalls' nickname.
Oh, okay.
So he cannot be Big Papa.
Players.
It's already been taken.
Weekend Ga. Are you doing your Klingon impersonation, Matt? Or the Weekend, the singer?
Oh yeah, that's the I didn't I never seen Gach before, and then I saw that DS9 Section 31 episode, and Julian got Worf's breakfast, which was was Gach.
Well, you see it, I think, when in TNG when Riker serves on the ship, the Klingon.
Oh, that's right.
Season 2.
That's right. Yeah,
because he was actually trying. He was trying it beforehand on the Enterprise to get used to it.
Yeah. Well, he eats in front of them. He eats in front of the window.
And then the women are interested in him, and you come on, he fucks some of those Klingon ladies.
I don't know.
I mean, not in canon, but I'm just saying, really, in the things
I don't see. I look, Riker again. Women drop their. I don't know if they wear panties in. Well, I don't know if they wear panties in the future. You never know. They could be hollow panties.
Their spandex is too tight. They don't.
Yeah, their spandex is too tight. Just but I feel like they'd be too rough for a Riker because it requires a lot of blood, a lot of bite. Like you need to be violent to make love to a Klingon woman.
Actually, you're right. I guess you're right. I don't think Riker probably does not like to be dominated. He
doesn't like to dominate that much. He'll dominate, but he's not going to hurt a woman. He's not going to go and
he's more of a gentleman. You're saying?
Yeah. He'll start from the top and work his way down.
But he's not gonna, he likes to go nice and slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You start from the top and work your way down to the bottom.
She's Irish. What do you want from her?
She should meet Marty McFly's relatives.
Yeah.
You can compare their accents, see which one you hate the most. Carl Urban is everywhere, Tammy says. And by the way, so Diane Lane played Ellen Aim in this movie, Streets of Fire, I guess. Now I want to see it. I agree, Matt. Diane Lane is such a beautiful weekend man and a great actor. Wait, what? Weekend? I don't know what this means.
I'm trying to figure it out myself. I have no idea.
Is she a man on the weekend, or is it she's a beautiful weekend, comma man, as in I would like to spend a beautiful weekend with her, man. And it's still spelled the same way over here, right? So, like, Matt, tell us what this is.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because now I really want to know. I mean, I agree. Diane Lane is beautiful, and she probably. A lot of people actually, I think, respect her as an actress. So she got some. At least she's got some due. Oh, now he's got your wiki wow going on though.
Yeah.
I always wonder if there was any wine in Klingon blood wine. Is it just pure Targ blood? Oh, I don't know. Good point.
No, it's wine with an H.
I was trying to type woman. Oh, and that's okay.
Oh,
she's a beautiful. It's a beautiful weekend. Like, yeah, I have a great weekend when I'm with Diane Lane. You can be she's in that Tuscany movie, right? Under the Tuscan Sun. Spent a weekend in Tuscany with her.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, so Tammy just made, this is great, a cover album for her Tammy and the Urbans that I came up during the Patreon thing. So here we go, folks. Don't worry, AI can't really get spellings right, so don't worry about the urban spelling. But there's Tammy and the Urbans. It's just missing the R, pretty good. Actually, on the left, that kind of looks like him, I think.
Maybe the other two are just young, the really young versions of him.
Yeah. And there's Tammy. I like the purple hair too, Tammy. And the outfit's cool. Like, and he's got some purple sash, like vest on. I like that color scheme. That's really cool, actually. There you go. Tammy and all her Urbans. Nice. Let's see. That's where I first saw Diane Lane as Judge Dredd. Actually, this is why I like Diane Lane because she was in Judge Dredd.
No, my first, I think Diane Lane. Let's see, what was it? My first movie I saw her in? I think Unfaithful was the first movie I seen her in.
Unfaithful.
That's the one where she cheats on on her husband with with the Spanish guy, the Spanish painter.
Well, you know those Spanish painters.
She gets naked.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Oh. Greg joins us. Prince of Thieves is the only one I've seen. Well, that's a great choice, Greg, because that's my answer. I think Greg just tied it up. Field of Dreams and Robin Hood are tied for 33% each. Waterworld, very close, 27. Untouchable, 7%. Tammy and the Urbans are a punk pop band like Blondie. Very good. All right. You still got some time to vote there, folks, if you want to see what's your favorite Kevin Costner movie. We got one last game to do. What is that, Francis?
Oh, oh yeah. Look, we have OTP. Yeah, you know me. OTP, One True Pairing.
OTP, yeah.
You're gonna give us characters in which we will fight to the death on who should be paired with that person via words, not knives or guns or swords or anything. Through yes, but through the biting words of our mouths as we fight for the honor of our person we pick from your list of fictional characters to be with a random fictional character that Jeff will pick as he closes his eyes and scrolls up and down from the list of names that you pick.
So put fictional characters like Batgirl or Chudley in the chat. Indiana Jones, that kind of stuff. Also, put a whole bunch of them if you don't mind, folks, because a little less than about a month from now, July 13th, I'm going to be at a new Comic-Con called Cohoes Comic-Con, one of the towns near me. And we're going to be doing One True Pairing there, and I would probably need some extra ones to use there as well.
And be creepy because it's Friday the 13th. It sounds like it's on a Friday, right? I bet.
Saturday, actually.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, just missed my day. You don't need to be creepy, but you can be. All right. Of course, we got the requisite lady face slap. Witchblade. I love that, Tammy. I don't get to talk about Witchblade. You like Witchblade too, right? You're familiar, right?
Wait, Witchblade?
Sarah Pazzini?
No, I'm kidding.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Hey, again, I like to reminisce on the cosplay that was refused into WonderCon because it was just too risque.
Jeffy Quinn. Okay, great. Admiral. Okay, wait. Okay, hang on, Necronius. we need real.
No, he gave me real ones. Shrek and Donkey and Rango. So he's giving real ones. But he's just
Sunset Riders and Speedy Gonzalez. Oh,
Josh and yeah.
Shrek.
Sunset Riders, really?
I don't know who they are.
Bury me with my money.
Who's Sunset Riders?
It's a video game. Western video game.
Nacho Libre. There we go. Lena the Orion Slave Girl. Donkey from Shrek, I'm assuming.
Get that out of my face.
Kung Fu Panda. Pepe the
a lot of Jack Black characters here.
Yeah. Rango. Oh, the Hex Girl's nice. Bugs Bunny. Arthur. Wow, they got great job, guys. You got so many of them. Jesus,
these are fantastic.
Greg Brady. That's cool. A little Brady Bunch.
Oh, action. I love that. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Do sitcom characters too. That works too.
Nick Knight from Forever Night, one of my favorite vampire shows. Lestat is also from Forever Night. Adam Rackman is a real one. He's in the Super Geeked Up universe. Well, that's kind of true. Inspector Gadget, Ghost Rider, Samurai Jack, Mr. Rogers. Oh my God. This is great, folks. Thank you for all these great choices. All right. I'm going to choose Greg Brady, I think, as mine. Who are you going to choose?
Mr. Rogers.
Two very wholesome characters.
I figured.
Now, let's see what character we get, though, that we pair them with. And each of us are going to have to argue why our character is the best romantic pairing. By the way, we also, this is not the choice. I'm just showing them on screen. Pikachu, Jack Sparrow, Gilligan, Dr. Doom. All right, here we go. I'm not going to look. I'm scrolling. Boom. Witchblade. Sarah Pazzini.
The least compatible with both characters, but go. Let's do this.
So, folks, if you don't know, this is a comic started in the 90s. She's a New York City detective, but she gets this Witchblade, which is like this arm thing that gets on her, and it can surround her body with, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's almost like an organic
a skeleton type thing
that gives her powers, basically, right? Yeah. And at least in the early days of the comic, when this happened, it would barely cover her private parts, so it was very sexy, and tear the rest of her clothes apart, as
she
things
was
do.
very much like Deja Torres, essentially. Or no, I'm not Deja Torres.
Yeah, like Deja Torres
Yeah,
from
okay. I was
Princess of
thinking the other
Mars.
one. Who's the
Oh,
other?
Vampirella.
No, same kind of Deja Torres, like Red Sonja.
From
I was thinking of Red Sonja.
Red Sonja.
Yeah.
I'll take Deja over Red Sonja.
Oh,
Although Red Sonja,
really? Oh, wow.
oh, I think Deja Torres is one of the hottest.
Oh, there you go.
She also wears the least. But
They,
Red Sonja wears.
they're kind of both.
Red Sonja is
fairly
very little too, but I think if you see some of Deja's one, it's like literally like just little pasties on her.
One day they're gonna make a female comic book character in which it's just pasties and like a leaf. That's it. That's what it covers her.
Red Sonja doesn't wear but she has like chainmail, so that's more, I think, more hard to get. It could injure you if you're trying to get with her.
She's good anyway.
A chainmail bra, by the way, also I don't think is probably that comfortable.
No, but it's typical fantasy.
Yes, it is.
Lady armor.
But Deja wears more like silky type things, I feel like.
Well, she's on Mars. I mean, what do you want from her?
That's exactly what I want from her. Silky type stuff.
Well, yeah, because the gravity is low on Mars, so.
Organic skeletal armor. She did. Yancey Butler actually was in the TV show, who I liked. Unfortunately, the TV show was not very good, which is too bad. Deja in the book is naked, but for jewels. Ah, see, there we go. I actually have that book. I gotta finish reading it. The first book in that series. Anyway, okay, sorry. Back to the thing. I have Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch. You have Mr. Rogers, and we have to argue why they're the best romantic pairing with Witchblade, right? All right. Great. I got so into describing who Witchblade was. I have not thought anything about. Do you have any? You want to go? Do you have any thoughts yet?
Well, here's the thing with Mr. Rogers. Not only is he wholesome and lovable, but as was often rumored, he was a wartime sniper and professional killer.
What rumors are these?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was so during his run on his PBS show, it was often like thought, well, he has to have a dark side, right? He can't be that nice. He can't be just this wholesome character. And people were speculating that he was like a sniper, like that was his profession, but in the war before he became like this wholesome guy. And he was like covered in tattoos. That's why he always wore long sweaters and like covered his body up, because he didn't want to show off his like sleeves of tattoos that he got when he was out fighting, in the wars and whatever in Vietnam and all that stuff. So if the rumors are true, Witchblade being like, this sentient killer gauntlet, desires that lust for blood that Mr. Rogers may have or may not have had. Plus, they're both fictional characters, sort of, because Mr. Rogers has a whole fictional fantasy land in his own backyard with kings and queens and all sorts of random animals. And, well, as far as we know, the Witchblade only exists in TV and comic books. We don't know if it's real yet. But that's the beauty of it. That's why Mr. Rogers understands. That's why Witchblade is so attractive. He's like, oh, you walk both worlds, and you wear your, you put on your shoes one foot at a time, and you put on a sweater, and you're so comfortable and sexy.
She never wears a sweater though.
No, she never wears a sweater. He's so fully clothed that she finds it hot and attractive, because she's like, man, because opposites attract. She's like, oh, I love a fully clothed man. I love someone who's hiding all of their like tattoos and their battle scars. And so Witchblade will fall in love with that soft exterior. He's a nice Mr. Nice Guy in the streets, but a freak in the sheets.
That's what I hear about him. All right, except maybe Sarah Pazzini, aka Witchblade, is sick of all the bad boys, because that's all she ever dates in the comics. She's got a thing for Kenneth Irons, who's like this rich, super rich, evil dude. She's got a thing for Ian's whatever summer hottie, whatever.
Well, Ian Somerhalder is an actor.
No,
so...
I know it's not him. That's who I was thinking of. But the character's name is Ian something. He's like this expert swordsman who she fights, but also has a romance with. But he works for Irons. So she has a thing for both bad guys. But Greg Brady is such a nice guy. She doesn't have to worry about them stabbing her in the back or coming up with machinations to take over the city or the world. He's just a good guy. You can trust him. He's been raised by a great father and mother, right? He can bring her to have nice family dinners at the Brady house, where Alice will whip him some nice mashed potatoes, right, and steak and stuff. And Greg, of course. I mean, okay, to be honest with you, if Greg sees her in her Witchblade outfit, he's going to premature ejaculate immediately. But because listen, he's never seen anything like Sarah Pazzini. All right, he's just been fantasizing about his stepsister Marcia. That's all he's gotten to do, as we see in the Brady Bunch movie. So Greg will be like, you're like, this is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going to go with the opposites attract thing. She needs a good guy. He needs, I mean, she's not bad. She's obviously very good, but she's got a little more of an edge to her because she works in New York City as a detective. So she can kind of introduce him to what a real woman is.
Despite the fact that it was rumored that he dated his stepmom. But anyway.
Okay. You're making up all these rumors.
No, it's an actual rumor.
Actors? Do you mean the actors?
The actors, yeah. The guy who played
I'm
Greg.
talking about Greg Brady, not what's his face? Whose name I can't think of right. Would they supposedly date Florence Henderson and that guy?
The rumor was that there was a lot of like All
right. Well, obviously we don't know if that's true, but if it was, I mean, I don't blame him if he wanted to date Florence Henderson, right?
He admitted that she was hot, so yeah.
Oh, the actor did?
Yeah. He said she found her hot when he was his hormones were raging. So
oh well, dude, can you blame him?
Yeah,
I mean, if I was him, I would be more like going after the Marcia actress, but
I think they had a thing too. I'm pretty sure.
The Brady Bunch movie is actually very funny the way they do that with Greg and Marcia. I think.
Marcia.
Yeah. And well, no, that's gonna be bad, I guess. If any footballs are thrown at Sarah, he's probably not going to be good because he's not good at intercepting footballs when they get thrown in his sister's face.
Yeah.
So just stay away from footballs, Witchblade. All right, there you go, folks. I don't know. You can tell us if you think somebody won that, who's the better match, or you can come up with your own match like somebody did here. Tammy did. Witchblade and Ghost Rider would be a good pair.
Yeah, that'd be a good
I could
pair.
see that.
Yeah. Especially the Nicolas Cage Ghost
I knew you were
Rider.
gonna say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, come on.
But he does get with Eva Mendes, who's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Eva Mendes,
my favorite Eva Mendes role was when she played the wife of Will
Smith.
No, in the Good Guy or in the other guys. Will Ferrell's wife. She was Will Ferrell's wife in.
Oh, that's right. And is it Mark Wahlberg who couldn't believe it?
Wahlberg's like, who is she?
Yeah, he wouldn't accept it,
really?
Right? That it was
wife. There's like a whole bit where he's like, no, really, who is she? Like, who is this person? Oh, she's my wife.
I discovered like a couple months ago that Eva Mendes is married to Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
No, I had no clue.
And there's she's like 10 years older than him.
Oh, she still looks good.
Yeah,
she's hot still.
They have kids together. I was gonna say they have kids together. Yeah,
this blew my mind. I had no idea they were married.
They're pretty good at keeping it under wraps.
The movie about Mr. Rogers that Tom Hanks was in that he was not an Army sniper. Aha! Your rumor is false.
No. I know he's not an Army sniper, but it's really funny that that was the rumor, was that he was tatted up. That's why he wore the long sweaters. He never wore short
just some random person came up with this rumor?
I don't know. I mean, how a rumor started anywhere, really, right? Like that's just the thing that made its rounds.
The character or the actual Fred Rogers himself?
Fred Rogers himself was an actual
okay, first off, we would have records of this if this was true, that he was in the armed forces,
No, that he was like when like special forces. Like he was like hush hush. You don't talk about this guy.
Okay. By this time, though, that doesn't need to be hush hush at this point of like
No,
decades later.
well, yeah, and his wife was, his wife cleared it up, but for the longest time, yeah, during his
People come up with
run
the
as Mr.
stupidest
Rogers,
things.
yeah. Well, look, you can't be perfect. You can't be a perfect. Like he was pretty much more or less a perfect dude, right? Like
Well, but I don't know what he was like in real life. I'm sure he wasn't perfect. No one
no,
is,
he
right?
did. He went out and fought for. He would go to like the big congressional meetings and stuff, and he'd like fight for public TV and for kids to have access to it,
Oh, that's
to
great.
make sure they got funding. Like he was apparently, if you ever, if you watch the Mr. Rogers movie, I want to say he's fairly saintly. Like he's considered one of the saintly guys. He's Bob Ross saintly.
That's
So
good. Did he have any kids?
I think he did. Yeah.
Okay, you would think so.
Yeah, he was religious too. He was I think he was very Christian. So, like Weird Al.
Rachel and the Jehovah's Witness.
Rachel.
Wait, Weird Al is religious?
I believe he is. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That's why he never curses and he never, doesn't get sexual in his parodies.
I never thought of that. I guess he doesn't put curses in his music, does he?
He won't use the hardcore cursing. He'll say bitch or something, but he won't say like, yeah.
All right, very interesting. All right, that was One True Pairing, folks. Thank you for all those character suggestions. Like I said, I'll use those for the Comic-Con in-person stuff, some of those coming up.
Or for the Quark. I can't wait for someone to pair Quark and Janeway together. Actually, that's a good pairing because he can give her coffee.
Yes.
Like all the time.
I need a coffee.
Do you think so wait, real quick, and this is for everyone, I guess, even though it's I could look it up myself. But did he play the principal in Buffy while he was on DS9, or was that before he was in DS9?
Buffy, I believe, started in 97, maybe 96. Let's say around 97. He was in the first season of that, right?
As the principal, right?
Yeah. As the principal. DS9 starts in
94, 95.
5. Right?
So he did both of them. Okay.
Oh wait, or does it start in 93? No, hang on, that's wrong. It starts in 93, I think. Anyway, yes, he was definitely still on DS9 because DS9 was not over until 98, 99. I think 99.
Okay.
Yes, which is interesting that he was doing both. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, oh, he was that dude.
Wow, he was a busy guy.
Buffy. Yeah, good for him.
Armin Shimmerman.
And
Buffy's probably like, oh, thank God, I don't have to go through 4 hours of makeup.
He liked it. He liked being Quark.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. Quark's a great character. I'm sure he loved it.
He liked being Quark.
Good old Quark. I love it when he comes up with a theme song, and he.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
He comes up with a theme songs to Quark, and somehow he programs it into so it plays like everywhere in the station, and Kira is super pissed at him or something.
Nah, the one Quark episode I saw was he had to do stuff. He had to go to the Delta Quadrant to
Gamma Quadrant.
Huh? Gamma Quadrant.
He's going to see Voyager in the Delta Quadrant.
He's at the Gamma Quadrant to do a deal for the Nagus, and his business partner ended up being a female Ferengi with fake ears.
Yes, but she
fell in love with her. Well, yeah, they fall in love with each other, technically, I guess.
Does he doesn't like her at the end? So
he kind of like they kiss, and he didn't really stop it, even though he thought he was a guy.
Well, no, at first I thought when he thought it was a guy, he was shocked, but then he found out it was a woman.
He did, and he protected her. He still tried to protect her, which I feel like means he had.
Well, he had obviously he at least liked her as a friend, at least that.
At least I think there was a little. Well, yeah, because his romantic. I didn't know this because I don't remember, but he like tried to hook up with, like he flirted with Kira at the beginning. Like he was like, "Hey, oh no, that was the Nagus. Never mind, sorry."
The Nagus does like Kira.
Yeah,
Quark was mainly after Jadzia for a long time.
That's the one. Yeah.
But he gets with the Klingon lady, this Klingon woman, multiple times. He gets around, actually.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. I think the Negus grabs Kira's ass or something.
He does several times. He does several times, and she gets mad at the first, and she's just like, "Whatever. Like, what am I gonna do?"
See, really, I don't know. I feel like Kira would like take his cane and shove it up his ass.
No, because I think Cisco is like, "Hey, we need to keep relations with the Negus." Like,
yeah, she would have said like, "Well, he's not grabbing your ass."
Yeah.
By the way, Kira also looked, I felt a lot better when she got, I don't know if you've seen it, but in the last season, she gets in a Starfleet uniform for a certain amount of time.
She did. I saw that. Yeah.
She looks sexier, I'm thinking that too, than because the Bajoran uniforms are terrible, to be honest with you.
Well, yes.
They're brown, they're dull. I don't like the style.
No, but it fit her body pretty well. Like,
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that. But
crap.
yeah. Well, no, look, I actually don't like the gray with the colored inner shirt. I don't like that look.
That they changed that partway through the run to match up with the movies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I didn't like when TNG did it for First Class and Insurrection and all that. And I'm like,
I don't mind. I agree. The other version was better though. The first version was better.
There's not enough color. Like you need
the color is only on the undershirt, a little bit of the undershirt. You see the color?
Yeah.
It's like they all look the same now. They all look the same. Yeah.
Yeah, like you want to know who they are. Like you want to know if they're science or if they're security or whatever. Like you need those colors.
It was better before. I don't know why they changed it.
I don't know. Luckily, the Voyager cast kept it because they couldn't change
it. They had no contact, so they couldn't change it.
Yeah, they couldn't change it. So they stuck with it the whole time. So that was nice.
When they got back, they're like, "Oh, why'd you guys change these uniforms?"
Yeah, they're ugly. Ugh.
Let's go back to the Delta Quadrant.
That's what I mean. That's kind of what I like about. I mean, I'm glad that they didn't do anything weird like that for the Abrams movies, and they just kept them in as close to the real, like the solid colors.
Close to the original series, right?
Yeah, but still, they kept it the solid colors. They didn't try to like fancy it up or anything.
You know what? That's interesting. By the way, first, listener's mate says, sorry, that Mr. Rogers was a Presbyterian minister in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I knew he was like very religious guy, dude.
But you're right. In the original series of Star Trek, their whole shirt was gold or red or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And at TNG, it was like the stripe across the front top, right?
Right. But half their shirt was, or at least no, it was half because like.
Was it half?
I want to say half their body.
I don't know if it was that much, but the more it went on, the less color they would put into it. Like,
yeah, why? I don't know.
I actually almost prefer. Oh, because you can see this now on Stranger Worlds. I almost prefer, I think, like the nice full color shirts.
Okay, so it was black on top, color in the middle, and then black from the waist down. So
like
there was color in the middle.
Like a third color or so.
Huh?
Like a third of it was in color.
Yes, a third of it would be in color, and the rest would be black. Okay, which is fine. Like that's okay. But again, you have enough color there to be like, I know who you are.
I know you had to get like really close to them and like, what are you a commander?
Well, because the badges,
you can look at the pips too. You can look at the pips.
Well, the badges used to indicate whether you were a security or science officer or whatever. Like the badges, I want to say used to have like the symbols on it to determine.
You mean in the original series?
No, because in the original series it was.
What was an emblem? Do you mean the actual communicators they would tap? I thought those were all the same.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right. They were all the same. I want to say there was. I don't know. I felt like there were symbols. I thought there were symbols
on the communicators.
On the communicators. I could be wrong.
All right. Yes, Michael. You just saw your stuff on Facebook.
I see it.
Streets of Fire stuff. 84. Wow. Diane must be young there then in 84. Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing a young. Well, I mean, obviously of age, Diane Lane, but. Oh, of course, that's fine. At that time, I was like fucking 9 years old.
Yeah.
I think she was hot.
Yeah.
All relative.
You're not. Kids are okay to think other like children.
Yeah,
can be attracted to other children. It's fine. Yeah.
All right, there we go. We got some more. We got Star Trek at the beginning, Star Trek at the end.
Yeah. The last thing I want to say about Star Trek is I saw the trailers that they're doing for the final season of Discovery. And I
thought Discovery was done.
It's done. It's the final season.
The season isn't out yet. The final season.
No,
isn't
it
out
is.
Yet?
It's just that it's an ad to it's an ad on Pluto saying, "Hey, the final season's out. You can watch it on Paramount Plus."
I got it.
But the Discovery spins in a circle to like go to warp or something. Like it rotates like this.
The whole ship or just part of it?
The whole freaking ship spins like this.
Oh, well, and they're apparently they've been outfitted with 31st century technology or something, I guess, right? Because otherwise, that's what I was asking my friend, because I haven't seen it since the pilot. They're 1,000 years in the future. This ship is beyond obsolete. Like,
yes, right, yeah.
Again, unless it was a post-apocalyptic where everything went to hell or something.
Right.
But I guess they outfit it with some shit or something.
I mean, technically it is hell because it's the Federation is like no more, or is like a
because Starfleet is like really a lot less in this 31st century, I think, right?
Yeah,
they're almost like rebuilding or something.
Yeah,
is the Federation totally gone?
I want to say that they're like a rogue nation, sort of, right? They're trying to.
So Ethan Hunt is part of them.
Yes. They use that's the fungus drive. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's why they can do it, I guess, because they use fungus drive.
I forgot about the fungus drive. I just saw in the trailer. I'm like, they spin? That's weird. Like, that's really weird if that's how they go to warp. But if that's them using the fungus drive, that makes sense. And they don't warp in the fungus drive. It just, I believe, it just pops them to where they need to go.
Oh, it's almost like teleports them.
Yeah, essentially.
They're like, Burnham, how's your fungus?
It's a living creature, I believe. That their engine was like a living creature that they used to I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know.
Does she become captain, by the way?
She's captain. She's Captain Michael Burnham.
Does she get? Oh, she must get promoted before they go to the 31st century, then, right?
Well, I think she got promoted after the first season.
Okay.
Because
she was commander at first.
Because Michelle Yeoh dies in the first season.
Giorgio or something.
Giorgio,
right?
yeah.
Captain
name. Giorgio dies, and then the other captain that came in ends up being a mirror universe captain, so he doesn't have legitimacy as a captain.
He's the one. He's the one who tried to use the alien creature and stuff, the fungus creatures.
Yeah, well, yeah, they use the fungus drive, yeah.
But I thought, wasn't he like using it like kind of evilly at first or something?
I want to see well, I mean, they kill him, so I'm assuming he was evil.
Yeah. Anyway, by the way, those names kind of suck. Burnham, Giorgio, I don't know. That's fucking.
Oh, there's an unseen fungus. There's an unseen fungus network. Oh man, it's like warp pipes. It's just like warp pipes in space.
I'm totally fine that I did not continue with this.
So, well, here's the thing: wormholes exist already. Why can't they just use wormholes as a methods to get like wormholes got you to different parts of the universe?
No. That makes sense. We got to come up with some weird fungus.
Even the Borg used like man-made wormholes to get to.
Oh yeah, and Voyager, right? Didn't the Borg created their own like wormhole network?
Yeah, like they had a means to go without using warp drive. They were able to traverse space without the use of a warp drive. Oh man, hey, thanks Michael for this continuing to give us more and more Diane Lane. I'm not angry. If you can give us all Diane Lane.
There's a picture of her.
No, I think he just sent another.
More videos.
More videos.
Okay, very good. Yes, I want to watch this later with Diane Lane. Streets of Fire is what it's called, folks.
But all anyway, right. Sorry for on the tangent. Again, we do longer episodes when it's just the two of us.
Yes,
we can.
There's your Star Trek Discovery. I guess you can watch the final season right now, right? On Paramount Plus.
Yes, yes. I am curious how they end the season. Like, I'm curious how they end a show like that.
I asked my friend who watched it, and I forgot what he said. I won't read it for anybody. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, I'll probably just end up looking it up, or like reading a synopsis, because I am kind of curious. Like, how do you end? You're in the 31st century. Like, how do you end that?
Well, spoiler warning, folks. I don't know if this is a spoiler. They stay there.
I figured they can't go back in time. Otherwise, it'd be
in time.
They're back to the future. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, folks. So that's the show for tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your comments and live comments here, or thank you for doing them in post. We'll check them out. And please, if you get a chance, check out. I'm looking for links here. The Adventures of Lane and Ned, Gargoyle PI on Kindle Vella. You can read a bunch of them for free. I'd appreciate it. And also be sure to, if you want a sexy Star Trek parody, you can go to my Patreon page, Riley Rose Erotica, and I have a Star Sluts. 3 episodes are out now. I release a new one every week. Of that, you can get on there. And Francis does POI podcast.
Yeah, we had a late night show on Friday. We had a late night show last night. Where I know they're just all
Lots
over the
of
place.
episodes.
But yeah, well, it's again, it's all on the dude schedule. But go check it out. It's fun times. We talk about a lot of random stuff. But POI podcast, go ahead and like and follow so that when we go live, you can go ahead and check it. I also tweet about it if you follow me at AKA the other guy. Sinceresarcasm.net is the website of which I never update, but if you want to go check that out as well, go ahead. I won't hate you for it. But nothing new on there. One day I'll have
Super Geeked Up, though. You can find the new episodes of this show every week. That's updated, and you can find some other books we've been part of and other.
Yeah,
cool
I used
stuff.
to put episodes of this and like links to the YouTube and links to to POI. I got lazy. I just stopped doing it, but I'll do it again. So at least it's updated.
To use it, use your unseen fungus network and get the word out.
There's a fungus among us.
All right. The thing about Discovery, Tammy says before we go, is that it has some excellent episodes and some tragically bad episodes. Just label the bad ones as season 3, the original series, and move on. I actually watched for the side characters.
Yeah, I mean, I hear, it made it to 5 seasons. So, how bad could it possibly be to be 5 seasons, right?
Well, it can still be bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's interesting, though, that I didn't realize this until last weekend when I was with my Super Trek fan friends. They said season 3 is supposed to be known as really bad of the original series. I didn't realize that season 3 was kind of known as a bad
season. Season 1 and 2 are I think it's only those 2 seasons, and the animated is bad. Apparently, the animated series of it is not that good.
Some people like that, the animated. I haven't seen it, but some people like it. All right. Well, thank you, Tammy, and others for the Star Trek information there. We'll be back next Wednesday. More geeky shenanigans. Same time, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday nights. Until then, we'll see you later. Stay geeky, everybody. Bye.